tes 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 Suara Thalia gemang gak? Suara Thalia kayak di akuarium gak? Mulai dari kemarin mau nyoba stream kena bully Papa Oki mulu gara-gara suara Thalia katanya kayak di WC anjir. Maka Oke, suara kipas nggak masuk. Dadah. Lucu nggak? Gemes dong. Reaktif Thalia masih pakai reaktif yang ini karena masih 17-an. Harusnya Thalia pakai overlay 17-an juga ya. Tapi nggak apa-apa, gemes. Lagi di iya kak, masih suara ini kak. Thalia tuh di WC anjir. Ini Thalia kayaknya harus pindah tempat stream deh. Bentar. Enggak, jadi gini. Bentar ya, opening dulu sekalian dah ya ampun. Mati. Once again, welcome everyone. Your curious is here at your sensitif community. Thank you for coming in and I hope you enjoy your stay here. Kayaknya 2 minggu nggak stream, bingung ininya anjir, kelupaan kebelit-belit mulu. Iya, komentarnya sebelumnya juga dari bulan lalu udah sempet bilang kan kalau kalian bakal agak susah buat stream soalnya Thalia lagi punya urusan RL dan harus pindah juga, dan ini udah pindahan ke kosmo Thalia yang baru, dan jadinya bukan ngoselnya baru sih. Ya selama ini Thalia staynya di kamar Thalia sendiri. Nah sekarang di kamar kos. Ini 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 baru mencoba menyesuaikan sama kamar yang baru. Dan ini langit-langit tuh lebih tinggi, jadi suara Thalia meskipun Thalia nggak di WC berasa lagi di WC aja. dari kemarin tuh Thalia udah nyoba sebelum mau stream hari ini nyoba ini kan main-main ke tempatnya Opa Jeko, ke stream Papa juga. Nah tuh ini suaranya berasa, kata mereka katanya kayak lagi di WC. Thalia nggak di WC, cuman karena emang bentuk ruangannya yang sekarang langit-langitnya tinggi banget, jadi suara Thalia itu kayak ngegema banget. Padahal Papa Oki kemarin Thalia udah sempet tanya Papa Oki kayak Thalia suaranya yang aman gimana Pak biar nggak kedengeran kayak di WC banget. Udah dibenerin ini pakai posisi yang kemarin Papa Oki bilangin ke Thalia kayak ya kamu suaranya segini ya kayak gitu, posisinya yang bener. Thalia udah terus sesuai, tapi kayak sepertinya harus pindah setup Thalia ke tempat lain deh yang nggak ngegema kayak gini. Jadi komennya please bear with me for today's stream. Suara Thalia kayak lagi di kuadang, suara Thalia berasa jadi kayak di dalam akuarium ataupun lagi di dalam WC. Soalnya kayak gimana ya, Thalia mau ceritain dikit soal kosan Thalia deh. Thalia nggak bilang kok Thalia ngekos di mana, cuman Thalia senang banget kos di sini soalnya kayak lumayan jauh dari jalan utama. Nggak terlalu jauh dari jalan utama, lumayan dekat sebenarnya, tapi kayak nggak rame banget gitu loh. Nggak kayak kalau Papa Oki stream tiba-tiba ada suara motornya. Enggak, ini tuh adem juga, sirkulasinya enak di sini. Dan kamarnya tuh ini guys, bersekat gitu. Jadi satu kamar panjang tapi kayak disekat jadi 3. Di depan tuh kayak tempat menerima tamu atau kayak ruang kerja gitu, yang di tengah buat kamar tidur sama ya barang-barang pribadi. Yang di belakang itu ada dapur kecil sama kamar mandi. Jadi kayak Thalia kayak udah comfy banget. Halo Kak Muhammad Nur Yasin, halo Kak Deska, halo Om Skop, halo kami. Sebenarnya cuma canda aja tadi soalnya lihat namanya di DC. Iya, nama Thalia di Alpers sama di Empire City tempatnya Opa Jeko. Nama Thalia jadi kayak Thalia nggak di kamar mandi, Thalia nggak di WC. Suara Thalia kan di WC gitu, makanya Thalia sekarang bingung kayak kalau misalnya coba stream ke suara Thalia beneran kayak lagi di WC, ya udah Thalia ntar pindahin ini setupnya Thalia pindah. Thalia juga bingung mau gimana lagi, kayak soalnya kayak tadi yang Thalia bilang kamar kosnya Thalia tuh memanjang dan ada sekatnya. Yang di belakang nggak mungkin lah di belakang, masa Thalia di dapur anjir streamnya. Terus yang di tengah itu udah penuh sama barang-barang pribadi gitu. Bedanya bisa sih, tapi kayak kurang nyaman aja soalnya nggak ada mejanya di tengah, itu udah penuh sama kasur sama lemari. Nah yang di ruang depan yang emang buat terima tamu sama ruang kerja itu yang benar-benar enak gitu loh. Cuman karena ini yang ketinggian, langit-langit yang ketinggian, suara Thalia itu kan gembah banget. I don't know, should I put some foam around here? Kayak yang itu, yang kayak karpet apa sih itu? Yang kayak karpet puzzle tuh. Itu kan lumayan meredam juga. Mungkin ntar Thalia kalau emang coba di ruang yang ini, yang di tempat istirahat. Kalau emang nggak bisa juga, masih ngegema juga, ya udah Thalia coba mengubah ruang yang depan ini. Halo mereka dari listening. Thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy your stay here. So, gimana hari Senin kalian? Dan yang buat yang tanya-tanya, ih Thalia ini apa reaktifnya baru lagi, ya sebenarnya ini reaktif buat 17-an. Kemarin Thalia ikut ngerusuh di stream yang 17-an bareng HNS sama di slot sebelah. tapi karena rame banget jadi kayak Thalia tenggelam deh. dan berhubung masih bulan Agustus dan masih suasana 17-an, kayak Thalia tetap pakai reaktif yang ini dulu. Lucu gak sih? Puncak-puncaknya nggak sih? Thalia besok hari Kamis tuh tanggal 31-nya masih bakal ada lomba-lomba ini. Pakai DIY bilik, pakai bantal guling aja bisa coba. Sesama. Ambil sekarang kah? Tapi ya kalian lagi mager. Tadi habis dari luar setelah cari makan terus baliknya baru besok deh. Kalian kayaknya besok bakal stream lagi. Jadi buatnya stream besok kalian coba ini pakai yang SARA-nya dari KANG. Kayaknya ada sih barang lain yang something foamy yang kayak bisa ngeredam. Tapi mungkin kalian coba tata dulu lagi besok. Kalau mau dicoba sekarang, kayak ini meja Thalia udah penuh sama barang-barang lain selain setup ini, jadi kayak ntar minta-mintanya udah lama lagi. Ngomen telat dikit nggak ngaruh. Telat apanya? Nggak telat. Omskop telat datang kah? Enggak kok, lihat kan. Terima kasih udah mampir Omskop. Kak Ar kenapa ya di cat in the box? Iya sih, kayak Thalia ini tadi pagi nemu kucing lucu banget waktu di jalan, terus ngikutin Thalia gitu, tapi sayangnya Thalia harus buru-buru jadi kayak dadameng. Ntar deh, Mika pakai apa Thalia? Pakai Vivine K678. Ya pakai itu. Tapi so far mulai dari nggak ada settingannya sih. Kalau yang kayak Papa Ukip punya ada settingannya sendiri lagi, cuman yang Vivine nyolok doang, nggak ada settingan lainnya. Jadi kayak ya udahlah, kalian lagi buat di ruangannya ini ntar, atau pindah ke kamar satunya buat besok. So bear with me for today. Suara motor masuk ke barusan. Jam segini di sini masih ada suara motor satu dua gitu doang. Tapi ntar mulai jam 8 ke atas, belum jam 9 di sini udah sepi banget. Jadi kayak ya udahlah, kayaknya Thalia mau disuruh banyak ini deh. Disuruh banyak udah bisa mulai nyicilin stream lagi, soalnya mau keluar malam pun nggak bisa jam segini. Jadi semuanya harus dikeluarin sebelum jam 7. Soalnya jam 8 udah mulai sepi. So far so good, cuma nggak bulat aja suaranya. Sekana. Soalnya Thalia sendiri juga nyempreng anjir. Malah kali ini stream apa? Suara Thalia kayak di WC kan? Enggak, Thalia di WC. All this time Thalia join ke VJ juga, Thalia nggak pernah di WC ya, tolong. Cuman karena posisi ruangannya aja. But anyways, makasih udah mampir Opa, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. So, Thalia emang baru pindahan kemarin. Jadi Thalia main unpacking IRL. Dan berhubung ini masih capek-capeknya, Thalia sebenarnya pingin lanjutin unpacking bulan 1 nggak sih, yang part yang gede banget, cuman berhubung Thalia masih banyak kegiatan, terus takutnya malah kecapean dan ngantuk tengah-tengah stream, jadi Thalia nggak lanjutin dulu. Tapi I don't know, kemarin Thalia waktu apa kemarin yang wholesome games sale itu, Thalia nemuin ini apa sih, assemble with care. So, another puzzle game yang ini. Nggak tahu, Tali jadi hari ini Tali jadi Kang Reparasi, bisa bongkar, tapi nggak tahu bisa masak nggak. Bang saya, Bang WRX, welcome to stream. Thank you for coming in and I hope you enjoy your stay here. Dikit. Ya gimana? Ntar Talia ini lagi. Ntar Talia setting ruangan lagi. Ada. Au. Ya. Oh gini. Oke, kita pindahin ke sebelah dulu. Mana dah? Terima servis ya termasuk rakit. Benar, terima doang. Tuh. Talia tadi udah buka game tapi emang kayak tutorial awal dulu kayak gini. Tipikal gamenya Astu. Kalau kalian pernah lihat Talia main monumen volley, masuk tuh langsung dikasih tutorialnya aja kayak gini. Nggak pakai diintro-introin segala. Iya bang, tenang bang, Rias mic. Mari kita play. Kecilin dulu kali ya musiknya ini kita mati. Biar in-game-nya aja yang oke. Ujungnya sepi. Kita mati. Gede-gedein loh. Belum bunyi kah? Nah. Gomen nih. Masuk. Tutup. Kaget. Bang, gak gitu bang, kaget anjir. Colok. Cuk. Kita lihat pakai headset emang. Tenang bang. Kita lihat diajarin pakai. Ini berasa throwback gak sih? Throwback banget gak sih? Coba mati. Kayak kekencangan. Totalnya kecilin lagi dikit. Menit 20 deh. Berasa ini nggak sih balik ke zaman kita masih pakai CD? Kalian nggak ngerti? Kalian pernah ini nggak, apa namanya, pernah mengalami masa-masa ngeplay musik pakai ini nggak? Pakai kaset kayak gitu nggak? Kayak Talia pasti pernah punya beberapa, tapi itu punya orang tua Talia, lihat doang, jarang kepakainya gitu. Halo kak. Namanya Tasya. Halo sayangku. Dan buat ini dan tadi assemble it girl. Oke, let's play.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between.
So we're gonna play as Maria? Are we gonna play as Maria? Ini kepotong gini kak emang anjir. Kok gini? Tapi udah full screen Talia. Apa dah kayak gini? Terus
But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey.
Ada anjir.
A whole year. It felt like
ada settingnya nggak?
After a year on the road, I thought that as my train pulled into the station, a whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I've been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs.
Tuh kan bener kan, kita hari ini jadi kang servis guys. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possession back to life is what I love to do. Ya kita jadi ini ya, kang servis ya, nggak ngerti. Misinya dia emang ini memperbaiki benda-benda yang memiliki kenangan kayak gitu-gitu, biar bisa difungsiin lagi. Tapi kalau di tangan Thalia nggak ngerti, Thalia terima servis doang, nggak terima pasang lagi. Oke.
Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Apa? Buka tasnya. Gitu. Bang, gimana caranya buka tas? Kayak gini kan? Diapain? Klik on the clothes. Oh, lah. Emang iya anjir harus ini bener. Buka. Sentil. Anjay. Oke. Apa?
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
Ini kah? Kita butuh buka ini kah? Kuncinya mana? Bang, kuncinya mana bang? Nggak ada
I saw a
kunci ini.
guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman at your service. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this. My parents took this after my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Lah bang, taruh sini
I'll
dulu.
hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work. My favorite overalls.
Oh emang
These will
dikeluarin
never go
kah?
out of style.
Kirain waktu nyari sesuatu dulu langsung.
Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
Oke, kita unpacking part 2. Another unpacking, tapi gak nyebelin kayak unpacking yang sebelah ya. Thalia malam, namun tak jumpa. Ada juga. Thalia mumpung ini udah pindah ke kosannya. Jadi Thalia bakal berusaha buat stream di jam-jam yang masih banyak orang. Bukan jam-jam kalong lagi. Takutnya Thalia juga ketiduran di situ. Thalia ganti apa nih? Ganti tubuh jadi mini. Emang ini masih ini ngobrol masih suasana 17-an ini. Jadinya terus gimana? Oke, udah. Jadinya masih pakai cibingnya 17-an kemarin.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food
Bellariva tuh di
festival
mana?
taking place in a few days' time.
Is there anyone know where is
ramen for the last few months? I was
Bellariva?
craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories,
Sekarang Thalia
revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and
tinggal
wires.
sendirian. Nggak sendirian juga kan? Kok ada teman-temannya lainnya juga?
My story
Yeah,
in
tapi
Bellariva
iya, emang.
began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
Oh, kita mau memperbaiki sesuatu kah? Memperbaiki something yang berhubungan sama musik. Oke, apa ini? Tuh kan, lullaby. Let's see. What is it about?
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and
Bellariva?
explore.
No,
It's
Bellariva.
a quiet
Kita
town,
matiin nih.
its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun.
komen. Kita mati. Orang tua Thalia telepon barusan. Orto RL ya, bukan Bapak Uki. Bapak Uki mah kemarin malah ngebully Thalia, anjir. Nih. Mic-nya beda kah? Suaranya nggak beda. Bukan. Ini. Kamarnya beda. Kamarnya ini. Langit-langitnya jauh lebih tinggi daripada kamar Thalia biasanya. Jadi kayak suaranya kayak ngegema atau kayak Thalia lagi di akuarium gitu. Kalau Pak Uki mah bilangnya Thalia lagi di SMOL, anjir. Halo kak. Thalia kamu stream. Thalia apa? Thalia ngilang. Iya tadi angkat telepon bentar komen. Halo kak Thalia kamu stream. Thank you for coming in and coming in. Stay here. Alright. Thalia penasaran BTW ini kenapa kayak gini. Tapi ya udahlah ya. Yang penting senternya dapet lah.
In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time.
Okay.
As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect.
Ayo kita bisa nggak guys jadi ini. Jadi storynya di sini kita jadi kang servis, tapi ini kang servisnya ngerantau. Her name is Maria and she went to Bellariva to restore things, but I don't know. Tadi dia bilangnya ini semua yang di sini kayak lagi ya perfect gitu, nggak ada yang perlu diperbaiki.
I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Ini kah di British ya kah? Area di Eropa kah? Logatnya paling suka logat Izzy barusan lucu.
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Mari kita coba. Wih, kita jadi ini. Kang ini. Emang dibukanya di mana? Nah, diputar-putar dulu kak. Bisa diputar kak? Nah, buka baterai. Cantum baterai. Ih. Oke. Anjir, kalian harus muter beneran dong. Oke, lepasin, taruh sini. Nih, ini beneran nih.
Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Beneran kan, Thalia terima bongkar, nggak terima pasang nih. Bisa-bisa. Ambil, taruh. Ganti baterai doang. Dek, kamu nggak pernah ini kak? Nggak pernah kepikiran buat ganti baterai kak? Hah? Jangan jajal. Oke, tutup lagi. Oke. Kita mati lah. Itunya mana? Apa sih bautnya? Hah? Mana tadi? Nggak ada. Oh itu. Kita mati. Nah, pasang. Makanya kok aneh. Nice. Turun ke bawah. Oke. Terus diputar balik gimana? Kita mati. Oke. Kalian pernah nggak sih bikin kayak gini? Halo, kangen brutal. Aduh, kita juga kangen. Kalian kangen sama semua viewers yang di sini juga. Kayak Thalia gimana ya emang.
Why did you do that?
Ini guys, muter-muter ini. Kita masukin lagi pitanya. Ini. Thalia.
How did you do that? I didn't see.
Anu. Ya Thalia, ya sesuai yang Thalia bilang 8 hari kan. Thalia kayak lagi banyak urusan di RL, jadi kayak beneran jarang stream. Tapi kayaknya setelah lihat jadwal yang baru ini, jadi Thalia kayaknya bisa deh seminggu sekali streamnya. Beneran seminggu sekali, nggak hilang-hilangan kayak sekarang komen nih. Udah, terus kau tuh naruh sini, kenapa nggak bisa dipindah? Kan udah diputer. Salah puter kah? Udah loh anjir. Dah. Dimasukin sini nggak maksudnya? Nah, taruh dulu. Oh ini game soal jadikan servis. Iya benar. Makanya nggak ngerti Thalia bisa nggak ini jadikan servis? Oh nggak? Kok bisa dipasang terus gimana masangnya? Bang. Buka. Oh ini ejectnya mana? Thalia bodoh. Lama nggak main kaset. Lupa. Tutup. Play. Thalia bisa guys. Yeay, ada waktu seminggu sekali. Ha. Thalia usahain ya seminggu sekali.
Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
Udah pernah aku mainin kaset pita gitu ya kan? Jadi kalau misalnya kita pakai kaset pita kayak gitu, kalau misalnya kadang tuh waktu kita play di tape player something kayak gitu tuh suka tiba-tiba tuh kayak kebelit gitu. Nah waktu kebelit kayak gitu harus dibuka, terus tahu-tahu udah panjang aja itunya pitanya. Jadi kalau mau balikin daripada muter-muter satu-satu gitu sakit tangannya, pakai pensil kayak gitu. Ih, Thalia ketahuan umurnya setua apa? Amin. You don't have to be that old to know things like this. I mean, kayak disket terus tape yang pita kayak gini, barang-barang yang I don't know, bisa dibilang antik sekarang. Kayak bikin penasaran gitu loh. Sementara barang-barang sekarang kan banyak yang ini, banyak yang kayak minimalis gitu-gitu. Ya itu juga kayak space saving banget. Tapi yang I don't know, hal-hal yang antik tuh kayak lebih seru gitu loh kalau buat di-explore lagi. Soalnya kayak dia pasti punya nilai sejarahnya kenapa sampai kayak gitu dulu modelnya.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill.
Izzy, let me hug you.
When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo.
Seminggu sekali pun jadilah, nggak kangen banget lagi. Thalia usahain komen nih. But at least I don't know. Bisa kok seminggu sekali, tapi sambil Thalia nyicilin lagi buat ini. Udah mulai jalan lagi buat final model Thalia setelah dirombak total lol. Moga aja bisa keluar intent gitu. Thalia tuh pingin banget buat model reveal ketika udah 500 atau sebelum akhir tahun ini, sebelum ganti tahun. Jadi kayak ya tungguin aja ya. Kalian nggak ngerti kalian bakal suka sama karakter Thalia yang baru apa enggak, but kayaknya sih kalian bakal suka, soalnya sama-sama lucunya. Tapi kayaknya malah lucuan yang baru ntar deh. Tunggu aja ya.
I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious. I wrote out a full receipt.
Apa nih?
She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered.
Let me give you a hug, Izzy.
Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Kupingnya. Good night, my darling. Complete level 2. Kan level berapa sih? Thalia penasaran. Nggak bisa kan di ini dulu. Kalian mau lihat sampai berapa? Sampai 14 doang. Bisa sih semalam. Bisa ya satu stream ya. Yuk, satu stream yuk. Gas. Just satu string. Terus ntar kayak mau main volley jadinya
My first
berjam-jam.
repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit.
Oke, udah mau istirahat dan dapat satu pesan lagi.
The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Karena kita bantuin Isabel kah kali ini?
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
No, don't. It's a family heirloom. It's something like that. Itu kayak benda turun-temurun dari keluarga kan udah 100 tahunan gitu, bisa dianggap kayak gitu di keluarganya. Terus ya I know, maybe Isabel mungkin masih anak kecil banget ya, masih lebih bocah daripada Thalia, jadi nggak bisa jaga barang kayak gitu. Tapi ya berhubung meskipun udah hancur kayak gini, jangan langsung dibuang kayak gitu juga lah, pasti ada nilai sejarahnya gitu loh, kayak Isabel. Ke kabar di sananya kami, kalian juga heran kan? Ke kabar di sananya, tapi at least bagian tengah yang ini, yang emang part gamenya masih aman lah. Lord, okay.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Oke, ini sini berarti kasih badan. No. Ini kaki. Itu diputar. Nah, diam. Enak. Ini dulu di sini, sama di atas ini. Oke, udah. Ini dipasang. Nice. Iya gitu. Terus badannya yang masih ini lah. Bukan deh. Ya ini kita mati. Kita ke tengah dulu. Ini nggak sih harusnya? Nah bener. Ini dulu kah? Kurang kah? Tambahin lagi. Kurang. Diputar. Kita mati. Nah. Udah. Oke. Yeay, benar. Terus ini apanya dong? Woman, I forgot about your feet. I'm sorry. Nice.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
I mean, that what kids would do. Dan masa anak kecil tuh kayak memang banyak eksplorasi dan bertingkah banyak tuh, jadi kayak ya gimana ya, emang resiko. Cuman
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Cuman jangan langsung dibuang kayak gitu juga tadi Pak, sebal. Iya, gulanya anjir, lemnya kuat kok. Ini pakai Alteco, sebut merek Pak, dasar. Kalau mencet teh ini pause anjir, bisa gitu. Nice. Yeay, udah jadi.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make
Nggak
something
pas
of
lagi
myself.
masih payable. Benar. Yang penting kan di tengahnya nih. Apa kepotong dikit nggak ngaruh. Yang penting kan ini Thalia terima pasang ya. Berarti sekarang Thalia udah ini guys. Kalau Thalia udah bisa selesaiin ini satu stream malam ini, kita workshopnya berarti berhasil. Thalia nggak cuma terima bongkar, terima pasang juga, oke? Makanya silakan di stream. Thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy stay here. Lebih kuat lainnya pakai nasi kak. Ini sambil ini ya, sambil throwback masa-masa dulu gitu ya. Yang tadi pakai ini pipa ngebenerin pita kaset pakai pensil, ngelem pakai nasi. Apalagi nih habis ini.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Ibunya udah nggak ada kah?
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening.
Dia relating sama ini case-nya dia sendiri. Puk Maria.
Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted.
Oh yeah,
I
guys.
just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy too.
Hari Rabu mungkin kalian nggak bisa stream on time waktu update patch-nya HSR, tapi mari kita nge-poll dan mungkin malam juga streamnya atau sore. Kalian mau sore atau malam? Kayaknya sore sih, kayaknya malam sih, soalnya sore kalian kayaknya masih bakal ada acara sampai sore. Malam jam segini lagi nggak apa kan? Easy. Shatter. Yang tadi apa? Kita mati. Kalian penasaran? Lullaby arrival. She's talking about herself. Lullaby. Iya tadi Izzy yang namanya udah nggak ada. Shattered ini. Ceritain tentang si Joseph yang keluarganya agak terbengkalai. Karena nggak tahu ibunya masih ada apa enggak, istrinya masih ada apa enggak, tapi dia sendiri juga sibuk sama kerjaannya kan as a mayor. Disconnect. Is this a story about two not lovebirds? Lovebirds kan harusnya orang ini kayak baru jadian terus masih nya gitu. While disconnected ini, is this something about long distance relationship or couple yang udah lama-lama gitu, yang udah jalan lama tapi kayak akhirnya sama-sama bosan dan sibuk sendiri-sendiri gitu kah? Atau gimana? Atau apalagi yang mungkin story-nya di sini? Parenting issues? I don't know. Tadi sih kayak gitu. Let's just try it.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries.
Enak banget sumpah. Kalian pernah ini gak sih ngebau ya roasted coffee sih, biji kopi yang digoreng dong, roasted tuh dia dibakar, dipanasin, enak banget sumpah baunya sebelum di grinding.
I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria. Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Oke. Kita sekarang ngereparasi telepon. Thalia belum pernah nyoba. Thalia belum emang nggak pernah sih. Thalia bukan ini tang servis. Coba aja tadi. Oke. Putar. Bang, putar. Bang, nggak bisa diputar. Diambil dulu kah?
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Bentar, Sa. Bentar. Nah. Jatuh.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Dah. Lagi. Nice. Another one. Oke, lepasin. Jatuh. Bang, mau pindah dulu, Bang. Ininya. Ini buka dulu lagi. No, this one first. Ininya benar rusak, guys. Itu diganti. Wire and thread with the road to attach it. Dicopot gitu kah? Ini diganti. Udah hancur. Nice. Ini masuk ke mati. Itu kayaknya telepon sini. Ini yang berarti bunyi sama bunyi. Emang dalamnya telepon kayak gitu kayak gini kah? Ini ya rusak satu. Bentar, ganti dulu. Gas. Yeay. Oke, lepas. Oke, pasang ini lagi satu. Nice. Yeay. Gracias. Oke, pasang ini dulu nggak sih tadi? Benar. Satu. Pasang. Ning. Thalia kalau udah kelar jadi Vtuber buka reparasi nggak sih? Ada magang nih di sini, berhasil nih. Kita udah ngebenerin 4 benda. Iya, bentar, sabar. Terus telepon pasang. Nggak bisa. Bentar, dibalik dulu. Bukan dibalik. Nice. We're done. Yay. Buka workshop nggak sih? Buka servis nggak sih? Habis ini? Complete.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
Why?
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello! How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Sure. I will try to fix everything that you put over me. Bisa. Gas. Soalnya di KANG reparasi gas. Let's go. Kita perbaiki kamera.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Paulina.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate, not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Oh, excuse me. Ini kah saudaranya Carmen tadi kah?
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
Mekanik handal. Amin. Kan lumayan, guys. Oh ya, ini buat nambah-nambahin modal, jadi ini modal buat beli HP. Kita jadi KANG service. Wih. Yes.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Let's try. Linux. Okay. Putar. Salah dong, salah. Wing. Satunya lagi. Wing. Dulu. Bang, jangan terbang, Bang. Itu maunya diputar, Bang. Wing. Nice. Oke, taruh dulu. Atasnya juga bisa ditaruh. Feel fine deh. Pecah. What are we gonna? So karena makanya kok kayak ada yang kurang. Ding. Oke, kita lepas.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Bang, jangan ngeremehin apa dah. Nah. Oke, dipasang.
If I used the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Oh, kayaknya dipasin. Udah bener kan? Soalnya takut kehilangan kelebihan. Nice. Dan oke. Udah bener kan? Apa yang salah? Udah bener kan? Udah kan? Oh, ini. Ih, diam. diputar dulu untuk belakangnya. Baterainya bukan baterai, filmnya anjir. Nah kayak itu tuh diputar tadi. Bang, yang bener aja lah, kok nggak mau? Udah bener kan? Apa yang salah? What could go wrong with this? Udah loh. Ih, kenapa dah? Oke, satunya. Nying. Dah kebalik. Nah, udah kan? Sudah taruh kah? Apalagi yang salah? Nggak ada kan? Udah kan? Coba mati nih. Tapi udah tadi.
Looks like something is still missing.
Apa coba? Kayaknya udah bener. Tuh ini harus pasang terakhir. Use the screwdriver to rotate the mirror. Bentar, kalian penasaran yang lama mana lagi sih? Baru juga seneng bisa jadi ini servis. Harus cek dari sini kah? Enggak kan, ini arah cahaya juga udah benar kan? Harus miring dah kita mati nih. Gini ini sebegini. Soalnya bentar, belakang ini nggak boleh dipasang dulu berarti. Oke, pas dulu. Ini dilepas juga lagi screwdrivernya. Kebalik
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Gitu ternyata. Berarti bukan disamain arah sama yang depan, guys. Tapi ini ngepasin arahnya dari kita ngelihat masuknya. Oke, pasang satu.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Udah kan? Udah mbak, jangan bikin panik lagi. Udah bener. Yeay. Om Aco, datang udah ngotsuin. Halo kek, Thalia baru stream juga, habis 2 minggu nggak stream dan disuruh otsu aja. But anyways, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming in. And I hope you gonna stay here.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
Iyalah.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
I don't know.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is
Immaculate.
At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
No, why would you say that? That's for your own
If Hurricane
sister.
Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
No. I don't like that kind of siblings. Carmen, you can do it. Carmen, you can do it. I'm ready for you.
The sun was setting over Bella Riva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Ganmati Carmen, huh?
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
Real.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
You can do it, Carmen. You can do it.
Carmen led me
And
to a
you
back
can do
room,
it. You're a good
where she'd laid out
person.
the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
Ah,
I'd
sakana.
like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
Ayo. Let's fix these things. Oh, not fix. We're gonna ini. Kita bakal masang ini, guys. Kita ini. Ini beneran assemble beneran nih. Kita nggak bongkar pasang lagi, tapi beneran ini nge-rangkai beneran. Oke, it's done. Yap, ini putar. Ini tambahin sini. Loh, dia nggak di situ kah? Mana emang? Harusnya di situ kan? Di tempat ini. I'm curious. Kok bisa masang ya? Gitu. Ya nggak bisa lah, nggak ada yang pasang. Itu kan itu dua area yang menyala gitu. He should be here, but why can't I? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Sini. Yay, udah bisa. Udah kah? Gitu. Yang ini harusnya dipasang dulu di depannya sih. Nah. Dan gini nggak sih? Pencet. Loh. Yay.
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Oh,
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
belum kelar. Oke. Terus. Kita harus kedip-kedipin ini gitu. Ini kesini lah. And then this to this. Okay, let's try. Yay!
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Apa tuh? Bikin lagi. Guys, kalian mau bentuk yang mana? Thalia sih pengen necim. Thalia pengen necim. Kemarin belum jadi beliin mesoy sama papa. Oke, kita pasang es krim. Oke, diputar dulu, pasang ecim. Nice. Pencet. Ecim.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Ecim. Ecim? Ada yang mau ecim? Kalian mau? Papa mana? Ih, jelek banget, nggak bisa nah. Udah jadi neon sign. Oh, kursor Thalia hilang. Lanjut.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and
Kak, kenapa dah? Kenapa ini nggak bikin pusing loh kak? Kan Thalia berhasil ya di mekanik handal.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her.
Halo mekanik sih. Halo mekanik handal. Yap, Thalia mekanik handal.
Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
Sign?
With that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Oh, hideous sign sih, cakep loh. Nyebelin. Playing up. Ini kayak gini nggak sih, kayak Game Boy dulu nggak sih? Kalian
It
pernah
was
nggak
the day
main?
before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst. Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
Top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Ayo. Kita ngebongkar Game Boy, guys. Ya, kacanya pecah, Dek. Gimana caranya? Tolonglah. Ntar ininya mana? Buka-bukanya lagi dari mana dah? Tung, nggak bisa.
Why does it sound so scary? It wasn't like that before.
How to open this one? Nice. Juga. Saya bawahnya udah diganti. Kebakar dong ke tempat ini. Bentar ya, easy bentar. Itu yang ini. I think it's fine. No? No? Hijau guys. Iya benar. Ini yang dilepas. Nah, ini yang diganti. Nah, pasang. Nice, udah hijau kan? Nice. Oke, pasang lagi. Pasang baterainya ada bener kah? Ini apa nih? Oh, ini boardnya yang di bawah nggak sih? Tempat ini iya pak. Nah, nanti coba aja dulu. Oh iya kan, bukan board itu kan, itu layar guys, bukan board si Thalia bodoh. Lepas ini nggak perlu, nggak apa-apa nggak sih, nggak harus dilepas. Nah, terus yang benar ini tutup, terus yang ini tuker, soalnya Thalia lupa tadi. Nah, ini yang bawah tuh kan ada yang terlepas juga tombolnya. Dari atas ada di bawah. Nah, bener kan? Ini apa? Bentar deh. Ini dulu. Ini enggak, oke. Ih, udah loh, bang, apa dah?
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Usahakan. Ih, nah, lu turun dulu bang, lu turun, anjir lah. Salah. Putar, masukin CD-nya. Oke, let's turn it on.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard. Lucu.
Dalam game kita main game anjir. Siapa? It's really cute. Sekali nah. Ini apain? Dilewatin lah. Dan how? Aku tuh kah? Yay. So cute.
Toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own.
It's really cute. Pantas ini gamenya masuk ke wholesome games.
Head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it. really hard at the wall.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress. And I don't want to. All he cares is me unless it's for his job. I'm not going.
Into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see. Had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Ini kenapa tiba-tiba jadi deep anjir? Ayo tol, 7 lagi tol, separuh lagi, gas.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a
Lawnmower?
lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Sebenarnya.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office.
Kerja
He
bagus,
must be so busy
benar.
getting ready for the festival.
Game
Are you looking forward
Pokemon.
to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which,
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Let's go. Kita memperbaiki jam. Anjay, jam mahal bang. Pecah apa? Oh. Oh. Hmm. Guys, kalian pernah nggak ketika kalian ngerjain sesuatu terus tiba-tiba waktu ngerjain sesuatu itu kalian kayak keinget sesuatu yang lain gitu dan ternyata kalian lagi deja vu, dan itu yang Thalia rasain sekarang. Kak Thalia baru kerasa kayak Thalia udah pernah ngeliat scene ini barusan. No, Thalia nggak ngeliat demonya game ini.
The main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Diambil yang bisa dibutuhin di sini. Oke. Ambil yang ini, diputar, diambil, baliknya juga diambil, otomatis. Nah, nice. Kerja bagus. Sekarang kembali ke sini. Diputar. Yap. Loh, bang, apa dah? Nice. Main plate-nya udah aman. Oh, kita buat ini. Kacanya
are you
pecah.
sure it will all fit back together?
Iya bisa, sabar bang. Nah, ganti kacanya.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Hmm. Okay, we put this one first, then this one. Oke, terus tutup belakangnya, pasang bautnya lagi, pasang lagi, and we're done. Yay! Yang mahal nih bang.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
Yes, Joseph, you can do this.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
Cool, Joseph. Apa nih? Oh. Ini kayak kamera lama gitu nggak sih? Atau proyektor kah?
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector.
Yeah,
Parents
projector.
treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Let's do this. Ih, itu mati. Dilepas dulu. Dilepas lagi. Ning. Oke, udah di-catch. Nice. Ininya pecah.
That light bulb is completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
Ininya belum otomatis.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Ini taruh dulu, taruh. Thalia muter-muterin ini nah. Ini gimana coba aja teman-teman. Nope, 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 nope. Atau malah yang di sini ya. Thalia buka bawah nggak ada lagi. Ih, Thalia belum pernah nyoba bongkarin ini, gimana ada? Ada yang pernah nyoba bongkar LCD kah? LCD proyektor. Ini ada ini kah? Dilepas yang di atas. Atau dipasang langsung. Sok. Bener gini, nggak butuh ini kan butuh diiniin. Thalia paham. Bentar, jangan dulu. Lepas. Taruh. Ini pasang lagi tadi sama nih. Terus kan udah nyala. Nah, baru di-adjust cahayanya. It should be like that, right? Itu kurang. Masih ada lagi kayak yang harus dipasang. Nggak ada tuh. Tuh yang di sini itu teman-teman. Benar. Jadi enggak, ini harusnya mau ke sini. No. Nice. Oke. Terus yang ini ke dalam ya nggak sih? Nice. Kenapa gitu? Salah. Belum keluar cahayanya juga mati.
Looks like something is still missing.
Kita taruh sini dulu. Suka. Ini tadi udah paham. Tutup. Loh, satunya mana? Bukankah? Ini bukan sini kah? Sok Thalia Thalia salah masangnya. Nah, yang bener tuh begini. Ke atas, tegak lurus, nice. Nah, cakep. Nice.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad.
Kerja bagus, benar.
Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Tik, 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 tik. Ini touch mana? Udah kan? What else? Udah.
I should make sure I screw everything back together.
Itu ke situ. Soalnya makanya tadi kayak ada yang ini bisa dipasang tapi nggak bisa gitu. Nah, nggak ada masuknya di mana. Right. Stop. We're done. Klik.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
Helena was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe, plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
Kalau unpacking kemarin tuh kita cuma pindah-pindah doang. Jadinya kayak ya udah pindah sampai banget sampai ngantuk anjir. Tapi ini anjir nggak senyebelin unpacking buat bongkar pasangnya. Tapi the story behind it is so wah, kenapa jadi deep banget kayak gini? Thalia nggak mau nangis, woi. Let's go, 5 lagi. Apa ini? Apa ini? Apa itu?
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main
Iya
store
kan
was
Kak Ar,
incredible.
kayak gimana
Each
ya?
stall was selling food even
Apa?
more delicious than the last.
Story-nya makin lama makin bikin mewek
The
anjir.
competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
Let's go. Lagi libur masih disuruh benerin aja. Oke. Terus. Lah, gimana ada bang? Oke. Mana anjir kalian bingung? Ini mesin macam apa?
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Oh. 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 How am I supposed to? Allahu Akbar, harus ya gini banget. Boom. Boom.
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great if I say so myself. Here are the
Masak,
ingredients
masak,
that Carmen's
masak.
given me. What to add first?
Udah, stoknya udah. Terus one seperempat stick of half carrot. Ini kah? Two block broccoli. One handful of hand chopped tomatoes. 3 wild mushrooms. 1.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
Plenty of I don't know if it's right. Benerkah? Benerkah? Wait,
That part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, and a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
Let her cook. Yep. Let Thalia cook. Italia juga pengen ada cooking stream BTW. Makanya bisa. Bentar guys. Kalau Thalia bisa sampai 1k subs, bisa sampai 1000 subs, Thalia hand refill sekalian kita cooking stream, oke?
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Of course.
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all.
Yay.
Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
Popo. Hello Master Chef. Yay. Kita setelah jadi master, jadi KANG reparasi HAMDAL, kita jadi master chef juga ini. How many?
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bellariva behind.
How are you going to go back, Maria?
I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable.
She's done it.
Best food in Bellariva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Yay!
Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
Bisa. Ayo biar baikan mereka. Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
And how am I supposed to check the wire if everything is covered up like this? Alright. Oh.
Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly. If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Benar sih kita masih di Terus yang salah apanya lagi coba?
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the
Tapi ini
wiring.
kemana?
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully. It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play? Let's see if one of these spares can.
Yeay, nah akhirnya diganti. Tujuh berapa? Ini biarin di sini aja. Lima tujuh B6. Oh ini benar, ini benar. Dah, selesai.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at
What
the
will
correct
remain
speed.
of these days? The sweetest words I've ever heard.
Aww.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've
Yep.
kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again.
Aww.
Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. The silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna be able to do it, Maria. I trust you. You'll be fine. What is this? A Father's Reprise. Ini music box nggak sih? Aww, I really love it.
My final morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screwdriving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. this would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
Yeah, Marie,
It's
you don't
amazing.
just fix
I used to play
those
beautifully,
things, but
now when I
you
wind it up,
fix
nothing
their
happens.
relationship too.
I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again.
Kan, music
Can you
box
help?
kan? Oh. Diputar, dicolok. Oke. Ning 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 ning. Nggak kelihatan, diputar dulu. Nice. Lah, Bang, gimana dah? Mau diputar? Alright, everything set up. Diputar lagi. Bisa apa? Tadi mana yang diangkat? Ah. Oke, taruh sini dulu yang perbaikin yang ini.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Oh, itu. Salah nggak sih? Nah, benar. Loh, Bang, kenapa sih dipasang tadi itu bukan ditukar? Ih, nah. It should be right. Oh, I won't want to.
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new.
Saya juga mau. It's so cute. It's so pretty and cute at the same time. Mutar.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Bisa? Iya, bentar. Ih, sabar bang, sabar. Kalian mau benerin yang ini dulu bang, udah tutup. Oke, nanti kalau gitu tinggal nyambut yang atas. Another one. Alright. Lepas, ganti, pasang. Ih, Papa Thalia mana pernah kayak giniin. Loh, nggak bener di sini. Cuma ini benar. Lem, semua di lem. Lem sampai rata. Nice. Thank you. Last one. And I think everything has been said. You mau cek lagi. Ayo.
I think that's everything back together again.
My wife
I should play it to
sings
make
this
sure.
song to Izzy each night before bed,
That's
but I always work too late to join her.
That's really cute.
Dream for me, if I sit close and hold you so tight. I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us.
Just
My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
No, she wouldn't.
Bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right.
So everyone deserves a second chance, apparently, yes. If they're willing and they want to fight for that.
My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
You can do it, Maria. You can fix your own problem. Dua lagi, guys. Dua lagi kita jadi pengakhir. Dua lagi kita jadi ini pang-servis
My
HAMDAL.
time in Bellariva was
Wait.
almost at an end. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really...
2 jam dong. 2 jam atau 3 jam? Jadi setengah 8, setengah 9, setengah 10. 2 jam kita nyelesain ini.
Pulling out
Nice.
my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop. The day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day.
Oh,
since.
so she was running away from her home, from her parents. I know, like, every kid, I think everyone as a kid pingin kayak mengeksplor dirinya sendiri atau kayak gitu juga, but parents think that they know everything and restrict them from exploring what their kid wanted to do or want to experience in life. It sucks, but that's just how it always happens in our life, in our society.
As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
You can do it, Maria. I'm rooting for you. Mari kita sentil. Sentil lagi. Yeay. Masukin semua barangnya balik.
Elena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip.
Oh,
train ticket.
Dino.
Can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. My suitcase was
Oh ya,
full, but
apa yang terakhir?
as I made my way
I'm
to the
curious. What
station, I was
will
sorry
we
to be leaving
fix
Bellariva behind.
for the final
In my own
puzzle?
small way, I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences.
Yeah, that was really cool. They're really cool siblings. I would love to have siblings like that.
Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same.
They will. Trust me, they will, Maria. Please give them a chance. Give it a
Did I
chance for
even remember
yourself.
their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Aww.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Aww. Why? I still want more, but I want that Maria could reconnect with her parents. Ya, Bang. Masih mau bikin satu lagi. Apa nih? Ada nih. Epilog. Office machine. Comments later.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running around, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top. It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Dia mau bikin coffee machine, tapi dia nggak ngerti caranya. Okay.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Oh.
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
No.
I'll need to connect all the pipes correctly to stop the steam pouring out.
Nih. Nah.
How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
Ini ke atas. Kita matiin.
The pipes are all connected, but there's still steam everywhere. Something's in the wrong place.
So karena ini ngetukar kita matiin nih. Ini ngetukar. Yang 3 nggak sih? Nice. Dah.
Finally, no more steam.
Ini yang ngasih dibuka kita matiin. Nah. Langsung kah? Nah, tadi mana? Pindah sini. Kita iniin sendiri, oke. Nanti yang coffee nomor 2. Lighting 1 kah? Oke. Kok lighting sih power supply tau? Udah. Putar. Suka kita mati. Power with power. Done. We're finally finish this.
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure.
Yay, dapat.
All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Lupa gelasnya. Nice. Ambil gelasnya.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
Gimana ambil gelasnya? Sebel, nyoba terserah.
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
What kind of what kind of shape is that? I don't know. Thalia never become a barista before, so I don't know how to shape it like that. Nih, jelek banget bentuknya. Alright, it's complete. We're finished. We'll finish the epilogue too.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hope she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur. She didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course.
How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carla.
Yeay, mereka udah baikan. Complete epilogue. Habis. Yes, habis. Habis. No. Terus ngapain? Udah habis. Ih, ini bisa bunyi. Main. Ya udah. Everyone nih. berhasil. Kemarin berapa lama ini coba tadi? Thalia free talk berapa lama emang tadi? Thalia free talk tadi lumayan lama juga nggak sih? Jadi nggak sampai 2 jam. Yeay, Thalia udah kelar. Jadi gimana nih Thalia? Udah bisa buka itu belum? Udah bisa buka ini belum? Apa namanya? Workshop buat reparasi. Udah jadi ini. Udah jadi Kang reparasi handal nih. Ay, udah mau jam 10. Di tempat lain malah ada yang udah jam 11 sama jam 12. But anyways, thank you for everyone that has come to Thalia stream. Thank you for makasih juga karena Thalia belum jelas jadwalnya, but I'll try to keep. I think for this week Thalia bisa stream terus tiap hari di jam yang sama. Tapi starting on next week mungkin Thalia ini streamnya seminggu sekali atau 2 kali probably. Dan kalau ada game puzzle yang menarik yang lainnya, Thalia mungkin bakal main gitu. Atau mungkin ya full grinding on Genshin or HSN. Anyways, thank you for everyone that coming. Makasih udah nemenin Thalia main dan udah percaya Thalia buat bisa menjadikan reparasi HAMDAL. Selamat beristirahat karena besok masih hari Selasa. Jangan diingetin, masih lama weekendnya soalnya. Ya Thalia absen dulu. Jadi ada Omskop, ada Om Regar, ada siapa lagi? Ada Om Rimu, ada Kak Ara, ada Kak Mei, ada Kak Jose, ada Kak Yoki, ada Kak Neviong, ada Bang PRX, ada Opa Jiko, ada Kak Deska juga sih. Makasih semuanya karena nyamper ke stream Thalia. Selamat beristirahat and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Au revoir. Bye. Datar. Kita gantiin ke ini. Gitu. Tening. Kaget pasti masih di sini. Anyways, thank you. Bye bye. See you tomorrow everyone. Bye bye.